devotees and friends. Today is a very auspicious day, and actually the Ramanavami was yesterday, but still it is continuing. And today, as a special talk, instead of the Upanishad, we'll be discussing about Sri Ramachandra, the great hero. So, as we always do, please chant after me the pranam mantra of Sri Ramachandra. Apatama apohartaram dataram sarvasampradam lokabhiramam Sri Ramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham. Om Sri Sita Lakshana Bharata Shatrughna Hanumat Sameta Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Apodama apahartaram. See the pranam mantra that we always chant, it is composed to introduce us with that particular deity, that particular God. It says one who protects from the danger. Apada. Apada means danger. Apahartaram, who removes. That God who removes all the dangers from our life. And at the same time, Dataram, he is the bestower, Sarva Sampradam, of all the prosperity. So he removes the difficulties and bestows us the prosperity. The Apodama, Apahartaram, Dataram, Sarva Sampradam, Sampada. Now this person, Loka Viramam, make everyone happy. Rama means Ramayati. Ramayati means happiness. So he makes everyone happy. Loka Viramam, then Sri Ramam. Who is he? Now is introducing that God, Sri Ramam, and Bhuyo Bhuyo Namam Maham. Again and again, I am prostrating, I am bowing down at his feet. Then I just chanted, it is the family they call, this time immediately after the Satya Yuga, Trita Yuga. Not much of difficulties were there. So a few only. So obviously the Lord didn't manifest his full power. He came dividing his power among other brothers, wife, like that. So Sita, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. These are the Sita is the power of Sri Rama. Bharata, Shatrughna and Lakshmana, they are all brothers. They also got the same power of the Lord, manifested in different names and forms. But another name was added, Hanumat, Hanumat Sameta, along with the Hanumanji. But Hanumanji never belongs to their same family. Why he has come in the same line? Sita we can understand, Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrughna we can understand with the Sri Rama. Who is the Parabrahmana? And how come the Hanuman? Because Hanuman also he was also born with the same divine power. It is they say in the story, when that porridge was given to three queens, the middle one, the Kaikeyi, she was not very much careful. A small drop was spilling from her hand, it was falling. Then a bird took it and it was carrying. Immediately noticing that, the Lord Indra asked the Varuna, that Vayu Devata, that go and catch that. And he doesn't know, the bird doesn't know actually what it is, to take it. Then naturally the wind god immediately flew and got that, and then said, what I am going to do with this now? He said, go straight and you will find Anjana, one lady, and she is praying for a son, give it to her. So this Anjana, who was the mother of the Hanumanji, she also got the same blessings and the same power, same divinity, out of which Sri Rama, Bharata, Shatrughna, and Sita came. So he is also, and he became famous as a Pavanaputra. The Pavana only carried that is the why he was Pavanaputra. So this Hanuman also comes in the same line. Now, why we say Sri Rama as a hero? The hero, whenever we think about the hero, means he is the ideal of many people and he has done a great job. That is the hero. In different fields we find the hero. And here we find the thousands and thousands of people, I should say millions and millions of people, for thousands and thousands of years, they are considering Sri Ramachandra as their ideal and their hero. They get the inspiration from Sri Rama. So what type of inspiration they get? And we will go back to the beginning of the Ramayana. The very first verse, it begins with a question. And Balmiki, the great sage, and he was a very pure person. So about the Balmiki it says, Muni Pungaba. He was a very great sage, Muni. And why he is so? Because Tapa Swadhyaya Niratam Tapasi Bhagabidambaram. About the Balmiki it says, Tapa Swadhyaya Niratam. What is tapasya? The mind constantly go to the worldly things, worldly objects, like to enjoy those. And those who are constantly withdrawing the mind from that and putting it in the feet of God, that is called tapasya. So, tapasya doesn't mean only fasting. Tapasya doesn't mean only other type of austerities. Tapasya is constantly withdrawing the mind from the objects and then putting it back to the God. So that is called tapasya. This Balmiki, he was a tapasya. He was practicing that. Swadhyaya niratam. Swadhyaya. And with the respect, with all honor, with all devotion, he used to study. The Swadhyaya is a great word in Hindu philosophy. Unless and until you are practicing that, you are having that, then you cannot become a religious person or a spiritual person. Swadhyaya is necessary. That is why they say always, at least, you should read a few pages from a scripture that you like, maybe Ramayana, maybe the Gita, and we always suggest very easy book, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, that if you can read, but with all great attention. That's called Swadhyaya. Just browsing the pages, that is not Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya with great devotion, like to learn. So that is he used to do that. Tapa Swadhyaya Niratam. Tapasya is meditative. He was constantly meditating on that. And these three qualities are known as Kriya Yoga. Afterwards, the Patanjali Yogadarshan, it makes that Tapa Swadhyaya Ishwar Pranidhanani is a Kriya Yoga. Yoga that unify with the Supreme Being and through activity. What is the activity? Tapa, Swadhyaya and meditation, Ishwar Pranidhanani. Now, what is the difference between a householder and a monk? The monks are supposed to do these three actions only very sincerely, every day, regularly, without fail. That makes him purified. Otherwise, just wearing the dress doesn't mean anything. Or the changing your get up, they call it, it is nothing. It is only these three. So through Kriya Yoga, in the Bhagavad Gita also it mentioned, that this Balmiki was a pure person. That's why they mentioned it. Otherwise, it was not necessary. The necessary because he was a truly pure person. Why? That he has to understand the activity of Sri Ramachandra. When Master Masha came to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he came with his friend Siddheshwar, but friend's mind was the worldly type of mentality. He came only to visit. It was a beautiful building, beautiful garden by the side of the Ganga. So he was enjoying that place. But this person came, he was not at all willing to leave. He thought that he will commit suicide, that he was disgusted with the life itself. So his mind was withdrawn from the worldly objects, Master Mahasaya. So the moment he saw and heard a few words of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, immediately he understood, oh, he's a great personality. I should come back to him again. So why these two differences? Because his friend, who was actually took him to Sri Ramakrishna, his mind was not pure. But Master Masha's mind was pure. How we can say he was pure? Because his mind was withdrawn from the sense objects. So that is the reason his mind was pure. The moment his mind was pure, he could recognize the divinity of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, could appreciate it and was drawn towards it. Majority of the people, they go to the temple only as a habit. Right from the childhood days they are going, so it becomes a habit. And at the old age, if you don't go, then the neighbors will say, you don't go to temple? Oh, okay, enjoy, like that. So that is also another type of insult. So somehow they go, but they are not religious type of people. Thousands you will find. Yesterday I went to Hindu temple. It was so difficult to park the car. Almost every inch was covered. That's good. But we have to be spiritual. How? Tapa, Swadhyaya, Ishwarapanidhana. Then only mind will be clean. And this person is asking another great sage, that is our Narada. When the Narada came to meet him, he is asking this question, and with this question beginning the Ramayana, the very first verse of the Balmiki Ramayana. We should know, there are so many Ramayanas are there. In Bengali, there's one poet, he wrote the Bengali Ramayana, and very famous in the northern side, in the Hindi belt, and that is Goswami Tulsidas Ji's Ramayana. There are so many Ramayana, but the original was this Balmiki Ramayana. And Balmiki is asking this question to the Narada, and what type of question? Kosmin sampratam loke. Sampratam, in the contemporary, the world, when we are living, that means the Balmiki and the Narada, when they were present, he wanted to know, is there anyone who is having, first, Gunavan, Kascha Viryavan. These are the two qualities he wanted to know. Afterwards, he's asking some more. Gunavan, Kascha Viryavan. Possessor of good qualities. Now, friends, we know that the creation, particularly in the Hindu, the way when we think, creation has 4 divisions. First is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Treta, Dwapar, and Kali. We are now in the Kali. So it is Treta Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, Balmiki is asking this question. That means even at that time, it was a rarity. Immediately after the Satya Yuga is supposed to be all good people. They were good people. But this type of qualities was a rarity. So he is asking, Balmiki is asking, Ko osmin is there anyone, sampratam loke, in the present day world, gunavan kascha viryavan, gunavan ka cha viryavan. Viryavan means possessor of physical power, is having the quality at the same time physical power. Why physical power? If the health is not well, if not strong, whatever the good qualities you are having, you won't be able to implement it. You won't be able to do it, perform it. So I am like this, but I am good person and just living inside the room. I am not doing anything good to others. That's why he asked Viryavan also. He is a very powerful person. Then he is asking Dharmagyascha. He knows what is spirituality. Kritagyascha. This is the word that we must remember. This is a gratefulness. Who can be called as a human? Forget about the divinity. Human. Who is a kritagya. What is this kritagyata? Gratefulness. What is this gratefulness? Now first is the mother and the father, our parents. As because they are the two who gave everything for us, protected us when we were babies, and then we helped us to grow up, then helped us to settle down, and then we forget them. He is not human being. Maybe he is a great doctor, this, that, whatever. He is not a human being. Why? This one quality is absent. So kritagyata. Kritagyata is the basis of a human being. So dharmagyascha, he must be a spiritual person. Dharma doesn't mean the list of do's and don'ts. Today we should not eat it, we should not do that, that is all very basic. Very basic. Dharma means transforming oneself into those good qualities. That is called dharma. And I am going to the college, I am attending the classes, but I don't understand anything. Is that an educated person? No. He may be the student of a very famous school, but still he is not educated, she is not educated, as because could not imbibe those. The dharma means you have to imbibe. That is called spirituality. Religion, then matured spirituality. Religion is the processes. You should get up in the morning, you should not tell lies, you should help others. All these things we are practicing, then we become like that. So that is dharmagyascha. So he is asking, is there any person like that? Kritagyascha, grateful. Satyavako, truthfulness. There is another spiritual quality, didhabhrataha, and who never breaks his promises. Brata, it is the brata, it's my promise. And didhabhrata, he is never break in that way. We worship Sri Rama. All the Hindus, they are worshipping Sri Rama. But we do not know what this Sri Rama. Oh, he went and killed Ravana and is very muscular because no one took the photograph. So anyone can make the very muscular body. I don't know whether he was having a muscular body or not. Maybe he's a Kshatriya, maybe he was. But tremendous muscular body going, and is that the only work he did? And is that is why we are worshipping? In that case, we should worship so many other warlords. They also went and fought with many others. Why we are not worshipping them? There are good heroes who went and killed 1,000 people. Are we worshipping them? No, we are worshipping Sri Rama. Why? Because of these qualities. Friends, that is the reason, again and again, we should try to remember the qualities. Now, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, Nama, name of the God, Guna, qualities should be remembered. Only Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, Sri Rama, we are going on doing in our country where I was there, a group of people, they are all laborers, and midnight they will say, Sai Rama, Jai Rama. If you have to do that, why not in the morning? At midnight they will do in such a way that we cannot sleep. They are not sleeping. We are also not sleeping, whole locality. And then next morning we are all dozing because Rama. So this is the problem. They're going on doing that. Of course, it's okay. But why we are worshipping Sri Rama, Sri Krishna? Why these gods and goddesses qualities? That's why the teaching of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is so effective. You have to go on repeating with great love the name, of course, and the quality, nama and that guna, kirtana. Kirtana means repeating with great love. Dharmagyascha kritagyascha sattavaka didhabrataha. Once he gave the promised word, he never broke it. That is called didhabrata. And Swami Vivekananda said, he is that who never takes back the words. That is the Purusha, that is called Purusha. And then he gave the example. The tusk of an elephant comes out, it never goes back. One should be like that. When we are taking the oath, promises, we should not deviate from that. In every walks of life, we are taking the oath. But do we keep that? Right from the ministers down to the doctors, engineers, the police officers, each and every one. Are you not taking the oath? We are taking. Including us, the monks, we take the oath. What is the monkhood? Taking an oath. And if we break the oath and wearing this and growing our long beard and matted hair, that may be the dress, beautiful matted hair and all that. As a nice photograph you can be. And if you don't have the clothes, then thousands of people will take the photograph. Naga Baba, it's okay. But what is this? If you are not following the oath that you kept, what is that? Samadarshitva. Who is a monk? Samadarshi. He never chooses, oh, these are my people, they are not my people. No, they cannot. That is the Samadarshitva. So, Didha Brataha. Then he asks, Atmaban ko. Atmaban means he has been able to control his senses. Atmavan. And Jita Krodha. A Krodha, anger, who has controlled his anger. He has become calm. Then Dutiman. He is a very good looking, very handsome. And Anasuyakaha, and never find fault with others. Anasuyaka, never find fault with others. Balmiki is asking, is there anyone in the present day world having all these qualities? So that is the way. In the second phase, in the Treta Yuga, he is asking, the Kshatriya Shakti and the Brahmana Shakti. These are the two. And in America, they call check and balance. The president is having so much of power, but the checking is there, supposed to be there, and it should be there. So, but the check and balance. In our old days, at the time of Sri Rama, the check and balance was there. Before him, there was another person, and he took up this mission. Those, the Kshatriyas, the kings, when not following these balances, what are the balances? They should have someone as their guide. So he was fighting with them and punishing them. Parusharam, he was famous as Parusharam. And in the Hindu, the mythology, and also in the religion, he has been accepted as an avatar. Why? What is the work of the avatar? To establish dharma. Before Ramachandra, he was there establishing dharma by punishing those Kshatriyas who were breaking the balance. They were not listening to the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas supposed to be calm, supposed to be the same-sided. If anyone comes to complain against the king, where he will go? If you go to the king, the moment you say, I have to complain against you, then there is no head. How can you complain? Because by that time, your head has already gone. The king will kill you. So there was a person called the Guru. They used to be there. But there's a wrong conception that Parusharam killed all the Kshatriyas. Completely wrong. Parusharam lived with the Kshatriya kings because the father of the Sita, Parusharam used to live in that country, there was no problem. And Dasharatha himself was there. Parashuram used to live there also. In the Ayodhya, there was no problem. Why? Because they were good kings and they were having their gurus. They were very careful about their own subjects. There was no problem. So we should not misunderstand Parashurama. Once we have accepted a personality as an avatar, means he has established dharma. And one who is establishing dharma must be having the great qualities. Now, this question is coming. Why? The Parashuram also became old. Is a new type of avatar necessary. And what he will teach? In the whole Ramayana, you will never find Sri Ramachandra asking, go and meditate. Have you ever seen the whole Ramayana? Go and take the name of God, go meditate, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. No. It's all Krishna. Much afterwards. Why? He was setting up the human society. That was the duty of Sri Rama. As an avatar, he came to set up the human society. And the first thing is, he must be spiritual. What is the spirituality? This world is temporary. So I should not put all my energy to enjoy this world. Okay, whatever is necessary, I should do. I'm not going to live under a tree. Oh, this world is temporary. I need not to construct a building. I should live under the tree. Let me die. No, it is not like that. What is necessary, we should do, but we should not get attached to that. So that Sri Ramachandra, first. Second, must respect your parents. Maybe they are making mistake, but I am not going to criticize. So that is the second. Third, very good relation with the brothers. And here we find as a very good son, very good disciple, a very good brother, and very good ruler, very good husband. And also, Balmiki says, he was a very good enemy also. If you make enmity with him, and he will ultimately, he will go and fight with you. You want to do that? Okay, I can challenge. So that is Sri Ramachandra. Kasya bibhati devascha jataroshasya samyuge. When he is angry, even the gods are afraid of him. That is called personality. It is not a jellyfish existence. Anyone comes and I'm a good man, I am not going to fight. It is nothing like that. When you are in the world, you have to take up all this responsibility. You have to fight back. That is the teaching. That's why the last line we find, Kasya bibhyati devascha. Even the gods were afraid when he became angry. Rama was calm, Rama was composed, Rama was all, the greatness was there. But at the same time, jataroshasya, when he became angry, even the gods used to go away from him. That was his personality. So Balmiki are saying the contemporary world. And at that time, this type of people were very typical. After the Parashuram, Sri Rama came, and he was slowly making a human society. And in that human society, what was the contribution? His father gave word to his mother, second mother, Kaikeyi. Why? Kaikeyi saved the life of Dasharatha. Kaikeyi was from the Punjab side. Her parental home was in Punjab. And she was a very good chariot driver. And she was also a very good shooter. So she accompanied Dasharatha. Others, they didn't go. The Soumitra and the Kaushalya, they didn't go in the war. No, these are all males thing. But Kaikeyi went, the very courageous lady. She went with that. When the fight going on, she noticed that Dasharatha has been circled by the enemies. Then she drove into that, saved Dasharatha and brought him back safely. That is the reason. We don't never discuss this. Kaikeyi was not weak lady. She was a very courageous lady. And Dasharatha, not that just because seeing her beauty, gave the oath, whatever you ask, I will give. Not like that. Because she saved the life. So he said, I will give you whatever you want. I'm having everything, I don't want anything now. Okay, keep it. Then sometime I may ask. And this time was a very difficult time. Why? Because someone told her, see, Rama, Bharata of the same age group, because they were almost that same time they were born. And if Rama become king, there is no chance for your son to become king. Then the son used to come to see and ask his father, Father the king, Father, how are you today? I am fine. Is it still today you are fine? Okay. Why he is asking? Because if the father is not retiring, he will never become the son. And in the British the kingdom, oh my God, the son became old, but the mother is continuing what to do somehow at the again. So it happens always. But that somehow someone came and told the Kaikeyi, this is the opportunity. Why this someone came? Because whenever a queen is coming, a princess is married, she used to bring all her own people. That is the tradition. In the kingdom, it is not only the lady. Now, ordinary family, only the lady going, that's all. No, they used to carry all their own people because that lady has grown up in a particular system. So her people knows how to help her. So all the maid servants, all the bodyguards and all this to come from that country. And even if you look at the history, it is very difficult to talk to the queens because they are not weak. All their people are there in support, and particularly if her father is a very strong person. So this happened with this queen also. And one lady was there, she went and told, and that is natural, my son should be king. Any mother will think in that way. She went and told, Kaikeyi, you love Rama, it's good. But do you know if Rama becomes the king, your son will be always subjugated by Rama. Now, this is the opportunity. The king promised, you go and ask that my son should be the king. That would have been all right. But the second thing, if the Rama is nearby, and the great personality Rama, Bharata will always feel, no, it is not possible. So banish Rama for 14 years. Why 14 years? By that time, your son will grow up and he will be very powerful, and Rama maybe he will die in the jungle. So that was the planning. Kaikeyi accepted that. That was the only wrong thing she did in her life, and she became all the time an object of hatred. For everyone says the Kaikeyi is a bad lady. Not only we now, in those days, almost all they were blaming Kaikeyi. Shumanta, the charioteer, at the same time the friend of Dasharatha, he also came and told, oh, I cannot consider you as a mother. Why? So like that, everybody was unhappy because they loved Rama. Why they loved Rama? Because Rama, that is the name, Sri Rama, anyone coming near him used to feel that he is the source of joy, the happiness. And why? Because Rama never wanted anything. If you don't want anything, all people will like you. And if you want something, people won't like. So after becoming the monk, if you go to your parental house, all your brothers will be very happy. Why? You are not claiming the share of your father. Oh, no, the very good monk, my brother is very good monk because he is not claiming the share. But if you go and say, I want the share of my parents, immediately all other brothers will say, what type of monk you are, go away. So, if you don't want, people are happy. And Rama, as because spiritual, dharmasgascha, he knew this world is so temporary, it is not necessary. So he never wanted. People were very happy. Not only that, he loved everyone. Why he loved? Because he saw everyone is nothing but he. That is the reason in the fast that when we were chanting, Sri Ramachandra, Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Ramachandra, who is that Ramachandra? Parabrahma. Who is the Parabrahma? From which everything has come. So what everything that we see is nothing but that supreme consciousness. Rama was always aware of it. Parabrahmane Namaha. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, sometimes he used to ask, can you please bring a shirt for me, a dhoti for me? Like that he used to ask. When one day, when the other people, the other Brahmins, they were telling that, hey, this landlord, he likes you so much. Why don't you ask some money from him? Or then he said, do you think that I don't understand the reality of this world? If this world was true, I would have covered my birthplace, Kamarpukur, with gold. I knew that. I have that power. But I won't do that. I won't do that. Shankaracharya, he went to beg. And the lady was so poor, she was crying. Seeing her crying just because it's her poverty, Shankara told, give me something. Then she has one small, one type of fruit. That was the only thing that she was having, that she gave to Shankaracharya. And the Shankaracharya prayed to the goddess of the Lakshmi, so give her, shower gold in her house. And the gold was showering in her house. Shankaracharya himself could ask, give me some gold, and he never. So that is the Ramachandra knew all these things. He never cared for it. He loved and genuinely loved, and people also liked him, loved him. When his father declared, because his marriage was over, everybody was happy, he also grew up a little. At the age of 13, he went and then married Sita. Then at least 10 years they were very happy, and we can understand a 23 years young man. So now he is going to be the king. Coronation was declared. Next day morning he is supposed to be the king, and the family guru, Vashishta Muni, he asked Rama and Sita to fast. Both of them, they fasted. Next day morning, early morning, someone knocked at the door, they came out, and it was Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi told, last night your father told you should leave. So why father is not asking, calling me and telling that? The father's health is not good because father fainted. Dasharatha, he was thinking that how can I convey this to Rama? See, only Kaikeyi came, Rama never doubted. And he said, okay, no problem, we'll get ready. Can you imagine why I am describing this particular moment? You went to bed thinking that you are going to be the king next day morning, and you were following the spiritual or the religious, all the formalities like fasting and early morning bathing and all this. And when you came out to be a king, information came, the order came, you were banished for 14 years. What will happen to you? Then I really was shocked when one of our devotee, he rang and told Swamiji, this morning I opened my email and the first letter is, I have been fired from my office. I do not know what I am going to do. I didn't disclose it to the family. Even the first person I am telling, I told, I can pray for you, but what else I can do? I will pray for you. So you can imagine the voice of that person, and his all confidence has broken. You could feel what is going to happen next. Now think about Sri Rama. They were so happy people. They used to go for hunting, they used to go for all enjoyment, and then suddenly the next day when he came out of the room to become a king, and he was banished. Now it says Swami Vivekananda said that is Tyaga and Sheba. These are the two ideologies of India. The Bharat, what is the ideology of India? Why the India, the land of heroes, and the spiritual land? Because these two wonderful qualities they always practice, Tyaga and Sheba. And this we find manifested in the life of Sri Rama. That is why he is the hero. He never said, who is this father? I am going to. Suppose afterwards in the 12th century, 13th century, so many things we have seen. And the son is arresting the father and putting him in the jail and becoming the king. But the Rama told, is it? Father told it? No problem. The father could call me and tell it, my father is now sleeping, he is tired, he is not feeling well. I am telling you. So the Kaikeyi announced it. And like a wildfire, it spread it. Everyone started crying. Thousands of people started assembling before their house and the king's house, king's palace. And everyone was confused. What is going to happen? Everyone was so happy. Whole city was decorated. And so many guests have also arrived. And what will happen to this? His king fainted, and Rama, to me, is the great hero, not because of the power to punish, but the power to forgive. That is the Shama. In Shama, we said, when he asked this, and afterwards, here, Sri Ramachandra, his coronation and the Kaikeyi, everybody was ready, bolt from the blue that came, but what he said about him, the Balmiki is writing, Dharayan manasa dukkham indriyani nigriha cha. Dharayan manasa dukkham. Whatever happened, immediately he could, and that is the Purusha, Paurusha, will never cry and never express the anxiety and all that, calm and the same way. Dharayan manasa dukkham. Inside maybe there was some tension, but he never expressed it. Indriyani nigrahacha. And Indriya means all the other organs, they were also just as normal as always. A hero can only do that. He suppressed his pain and controlled his senses and behaved normally. In reply to the Rishi, Balmiki's question, the Narada said, yes, I know one person. Balmiki asked, do you know someone, this? In reply to that, what Narada said, Dharmagya, Satyasandascha, Prajanancha hiterataha, Yashasri, Jnanasampanya, Shuchirvashya, Samadhivan. I know a person. He is the knower of dharma. What is the dharma? To practice the responsibility that has been given to me. I am a son. Father told me, become a king. I got ready. Now, next day, father told, go away from here. I don't like you. Okay, I'm ready. This is called dharma. And I am not, whatever the father will say, it is okay for me. The dharmagya is like that, the knower of dharma. So when we talk about dharma, we do not understand how much strength is necessary to practice dharma. So that is called dharmagya. Then satyasandascha, a never breaks his promises. Satyasanda. Once I have given the word, I'll follow that. Satyasanda. Prajanancha hite rataha. And he always takes care of his subject. Yashasri. He is also a just ruler and very popular. Yashasri. If the people are not liking you, that means something wrong in your character. Oh, I don't bother whether people liking or not. Not that. People are not liking you because something wrong in you. That one must understand that. So when people are liking you means there are some good qualities. So this is very, very important. Why we teach our juniors to go and take the blessings from the seniors? Because when the seniors are thinking positively about him or her, The small, with the kids, they're coming and touching the feet of the seniors. The seniors are also blessing and they're just laughing, seeing those things. No, it is not necessary. Modern days, it is not necessary. Come, do this. And what is that? I don't understand. But anyway, they are not touching the hands because the COVID fear. But now, this way. Is this the way we should learn? This is not the culture. You need not to touch the feet if you want, but at least bow down. Why? Because the senior feels happy. And his happiness or her happiness goes as a blessing to that young life, young mind. We don't understand that. Our prayer, that is also really, really powerful. But it is not like we will be in the microphone, we will be shouting, I'm praying for you, oh God, and listen that I'm. Not like that. Inside. So this is, he said, he understood all this and he was popular. And how? Jashashi Jnana Sampanya. Jnana Sampanya means he is educated. Shuchi Bhashya. He was also cultured. The culture is really, really excellent thing that transform a very crude person into a best person. That's a transform. That's called cultured person. And when we go to some place, we are supposed to whisper to when we are talking, because others I should not disturb, but we don't understand that. Particularly we Indians, we are very happy to talk loudly, and naturally we are talking, say 10 of us, and the whole that our maybe some restaurant you have gone, other people also started shouting, and then ultimately no one listens what they are saying, and we are very happy when we come back, we had enjoy. But you have disturbed so many people that we don't understand that. We go and put up our shoes here and there and enter to the temple because I have come to the temple, I should not look about my shoe. But as because your shoes were not properly arranged, maybe an elderly person, eyesight is not properly working, may stumble on that. So one should be careful. I am not going to be, for any reason to hurt anyone by any way. So that is called culture. Culture doesn't mean only song, dance, and this and that. Yesterday, I wish you were there. 3 students came, one from Azerbaijan and one from India, another from some other country, Malaysia. So these are the 3 people, the class 10 grade, and they came here exchange students. This is the first time I saw them. And the Azerbaijan lady, and she was, though it's a Muslim family, but very broad and very free. And she came with full dress to dance. That is the way they all behave. When you look at them, see them, the whole full of life, talking about their family, and showing the photos, this is my father, this is my mother, this is my brother, like that, they are so happy. So this is the way when we see them, I notice the other 2 are not in that way. Why? Difference of culture. The difference of culture, you can understand in that way. So cultured you must be, and capable to control his senses. This is the way, he said. And then he said, he is as powerful as the Lord Vishnu. Vishnuna Shadrisha Birye. Sri Ramachandra is a hero in all ways, in that way. Vishnuna Shadrisha Birye. He is as handsome as the moon, Shomabat Priyadarshanaha. And when angry seems like wildfire, Kalagni Shadisha Krodhe. And then finally he said, but in forgiveness, he is just like the earth. Shamaya Prithivi Sama. As the earth, the Prithivi, we do so much torture, but it goes on bearing. So that should be the forgiveness. Sri Rama forgave the lady Kaikeyi. From the bottom of her heart, do not blame her, Rama said to his brother. His brother Lakshmana, when he came to know about it, he was also very happy the brother is going to be the king and I will be the first bodyguard. So he planned that way. And Now that everything is because of the Kaikeyi, and Lakshmana told, I am going to kill Kaikeyi, and also all the people that came along with her from her parental home. I will kill all of them. And not only that, I will kill my father also. Why? This man has become so much associated with the wife, he is asking you to go away. Rama told, are you mad? You're going to behave like this? Then he asked, promise that you should not hurt any lady. And he will never ever say any harsh word also to the father and the mother. Then he was telling, and you know who went to kill? Bharata himself. He wanted to kill his own mother. He said, because of the mother, all this problem has come. Bharata, he told Rama, please permit me. I want to kill one person, that is my mother. And because of her, you are suffering. Sri Ramachandra said, Yukta, Mukta, Sukritam, Kritam. In the Balmiki Ramayana, it says, you know, my father and mother, they have performed their dharma. Yukta, Mukta, Sukritam. The what that good is from me, they have performed that. What is the good for you? Your mother wanted to do that. Every mother should do that. Your mother did nothing wrong. She wanted that her son should become the king. What is wrong there? She never wanted anything else but only to see that her son is the king. So she did everything only for you because of her love for you. You should not behave like this. You should not say any hard word. Dasharatha and Kaikeyi performed their dharma. See, from which point of view the Rama is observing. He said, as a mother, she is right, correct. But she wanted to give the kingdom to her son. What is the wrong? My mother is crying because I am not getting the kingdom. Why my mother should cry? You are also her son, but my mother is not considering that way. My mother is thinking, Rama, my son, is not becoming king and he is going away, so she is crying. If she can do that at her right as a mother of Sri Rama, why not Kaikeyi, as the mother of Bharata, can ask that Bharata should become the king? What was wrong? First, father gave the word that I like to give you a boon. Whatever you ask, I will give you. Why he said that? First thing. But again, once he has said that, he should keep the word. If he breaks the word, he will become the modern politician. Naturally, he should not. He should keep the word. A father has also done the dharma. See the viewpoint of Sri Rama. That's why he is the hero. That's why people worshipping him. Suffering in 14 years is nothing. And he never suffered. He enjoyed the stay because the jungle was not full of other things. But the rishis used to stay over there. He used to go and stay in the hermitage of the rishis. Friends, we will conclude. As a mother and the father, they kept their dharma. And now, I will tell you that Rama forgave Ravana also. And he said, Ravana, I will forgive everything. Just return the Sita and say sorry. Again and again, he was sending the emissaries to tell Ravana when in the beginning. Ravana didn't do that. Then Ravana's sons and all his officers, they were killed. Ravana was frustrated. Then again he sent the missionary, say sorry and return back Sita. I will forgive you. Didn't do that. Finally, when there was no one, including the Indrajit, who was the best son and the best warrior in the Ravana's camp, when he was also killed, and Ravana knew that he is going to lose the war, at that time also Rama told, say sorry and return. See, so many times he gave the offer, but he didn't listen. So this is the forgiveness. And you know what happened? This is called a hero, and only hero can do it. Rama was having his personal property as a prince. So obviously, he told, as because I am going away, I like to distribute it among all the people. Now, who will take that? No one was there because everybody was crying. Then there was a Jota as a poor Brahmin. He was having many children, but nothing to earn. So when he heard it, he came to Sri Rama. And people, they were all frowning at him. What type of person is he? Now, Rama wants to give the property and he has come all the way to get that property. And Rama is leaving us. Look at it, he is not thinking. And that man was so poor, he never thought of Rama's going and all. He was thinking, if by this time, if Rama is distributing gold and money and all that, if I get something, so he was thinking in that way. Seeing that, like any young man who loves fun, he told that Brahmana, well, I think you are a very strong man. Now take this stick, and if you can throw it on the other shore of the Jamuna, not Jamuna, what is that? Saraju, then all the cows that I am having over there are all yours. That man, over there, all people started laughing, and he took that seriously, and truly, with a great strength, he threw it, and the stick crossed the river and fell on that. Rama was so happy and told, I never expected that you will do it. You are really strong. All my property and cows are yours. A hero only can do it. When he is leaving, that time also, he is happy, as if nothing has happened. Like any young man who loves fun, Rama was having the fun even at that time. And he wanted to convince Sita not to come, and also Lakshmana. So see, Lakshmana, your mother is there. You should not. And Lakshmana told, I have another brother. He will look after my mother. I will go with you. And Sita told, as a wife, I am supposed to be with you. You gave me so much of respect and comfort when I was here as a queen. Now that you are going to the jungle, I must follow you. That is called the Sita, is a dharma patni. Whatever the husband is having, the wife will also go with that. So this thing we learn from the Ramayana, and Ramachandra is the great hero. We bow down to Sri Rama. Thank you very much, friends. If you have any question, then yes, sir.
Swamiji, you just mentioned that all these characters, all these what you enumerated, followed their dharma, religion, everybody, like Dasharatha and...
Say again, I was not...
all the characters that we heard just now, everybody followed their dharma. Like keeping the promise, Kaikai, then Bharata, all just now you said. So basically, so they followed the dharma, but this is a paradox of life. That how situations arise.
Yes.
And even in an ordinary person, such things. So I think the learning point for us is what is to be done. I mean, they did their dharma. So the concluding, and this is a interesting paradox. How the circumstances and situations arise. So how to deal with that, etc.
And actually, this avatara, they come to teach us dharma. So Sri Ramachandra is teaching us the dharma. What is that dharma? In every situation, have faith on yourself and faith on the existence of God. If the God has asked you to do this, do that. You have to go in the jungle, no problem. God will take care of you. So have complete faith on yourself and also faith in the goodness of the God. If we can do that, that is called dharma. Otherwise, why he has come? So everything that he has done only to teach us the dharma. We break down so quickly. We were living, say 25 years, 27 years, we are very happy. Suddenly something happened, only one incident. I feel like committing suicide. 27 years, 29 years, you were so happy. You never thought of committing suicide. Now only one something has happened to your life. Why you are thinking in this way? Then one gentleman told me, as a Punjabi, that he was telling, Swamiji, I feel like burning my Guru Granth Sahib. I worship the Guru Granth Sahib all through my life, and now my son is dead, my wife is dead, what I am going to do with this? I told, you were worshipping, and because of that, you got the wife, you got the daughters, you got the son, and you never thought of God in that way. Now, only thing that happened, that your son committed suicide, and because of that, the mother passed away. Why you are not depending on God? You should depend on God. Happiness God gave, suffering also God gave. So it is okay for me. I will be living. And that is called dharma. In any situation, we should not lose our temperament and wait for the good time. Something good is going to come for sure. So that will help us. Yesterday, we had a talk in the Hindu temple, and actually, basically, it was the introduction in the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna is confused, the what to do and what not to do. And I explain in this way, when we get the suffering, there is a tremendous power. Utilize that for God realization. When you are happy, then you don't have time, and that also that way the concentrated mind to call on God. But when you are suffering, nobody is around, and that is the tremendous power that generates within. Turn it towards God, and you will be successful. And I was going on giving different examples. When Swami Vivekananda lost everything, his father passed away, there was no food. That was the time, 100% he came to Sri Ramakrishna and told, Sir, can you please help me? Before that, he never came. He came, he sang, and he watched that much. But it is the dedication came, and because he came to Sri Ramakrishna, he became Vivekananda. And he lost his job. He was a school teacher. And some teachers, they complained against him as because he was a very popular teacher. He became very popular. The other teachers became jealous, and they complained. A man like our Vidyasagar, without any inquiry, fired him. So these are the things that happen. And I was telling that the Prahlada and the Dhruva, they were all insulted. And look at the life of Mirabai. Mirabai was a princess. Mirabai was a queen. And some people, they told all wrong things about her. And her husband, the king, without proper inquiry, banished her. Think of that, the lady who never came out alone. She was on the street singing and moving, and by that way she became Mirabai. We have forgotten the name of the husband or all other people, but we never forget that Mirabai. So sometimes the suffering makes us really, helps us to realize God. So that was the way. So, okay, then thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have always, in your previous talks, you have shared this saying, Raghukula Riti Sadachayai. Well, in that, who was Raghumara? And then at the end, he says, Pran Jau or Vachan Jau. That means the duty or the worship.
No, Prana Jau, but Bachan na jai. Once we have taken the promise, the oath, I must keep that. And for keeping that, for observing that, even I die, it doesn't matter. I should do that. That is the main thing. Raghu was the founder of that family. The Rama was, I think, 21, the member of that family from the Raghu. There's a long list is there. And that is why Ramayana is a history. Why the history? Because it gives all the family chains, family histories. What is history? It gives all the information of the time and the families. Ramayana and Mahabharata, that Europeans, they said, oh, this is like the Homer's Iliad Odyssey. And we were so happy. Hey, Ramayana, it is history for the Indian life. It gives all description, but along with that, It teaches dharma. Because in India, anything that you do, you must have to follow dharma. That is the tradition of the nation. So anyway, I will chant this mantra and we conclude. Apadam apahartaram data. You'd like to chant? Okay. Apadam apahartaram dataram sarva sampradam lokaviramam Sri Ramam bhuyo bhuyo namamyaham Ramaya Ramachandraya Ramabhadraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.